Welcome to Chronicles of My Inner Worlds. Today we're going to dive deep, and I mean really deep, into a spiritual hypnosis session. This is the 31st session of the 2025 season, a profound and transformative inner journey where Christophe is accompanied by Vincent. We're going to deconstruct this fascinating and really personal document to get at its structure, its powerful metaphors, and the incredible revelations about healing that come out of it. And you'll want to stick around because we're going to close this out beautifully with an original musical creation born directly from the energy of this very session. Okay, let's get into it. So the whole session really hinges on this one single phrase. It's a paradox, right? In the heart of our divisions, multiplication is born. I mean, division and multiplication are opposites. But here, division is presented as the very source of multiplication. Now, this isn't just some clever wordplay. It is the central theme of this entire journey. It's suggesting that from the very things that split us apart, from our conflicts and dualities, something new, something expansive is actually created. This one idea really sets the tone for everything that's about to unfold.
All right, so you don't just jump into the deep end on a journey like this. It all begins with a very deliberate, very structured induction process. It's all about guiding the participants from the conscious, everyday world into a much deeper state of awareness. And let me tell you, this is so much more than just a simple relaxation exercise. It's a precise 3-step ritual. The first breath, that's for cleaning house, letting go of all the mental clutter, the worries of the day. The second breath is an invitation to step into a symbolic sacred temple, which is described as the space of our authentic being, a place of total neutrality. And then that third breath, that's about receiving love, and not just passively, but using it as pure energy to reactivate our own inner potential. It's this really methodical preparation for the profound journey that's coming.
Okay, so after that physical and mental preparation, this session introduces this really profound conceptual framework, and it's a powerful metaphor. One that's used to explain how we literally shape our own reality. The core idea here is absolutely brilliant. It's that our life experiences, they're like an old-school photographic negative, you know? The light has already hit the film. The event has been captured. But, and this is the key, the image isn't permanent yet. The transcript calls this a holographic projection that can be reworked. As long as it hasn't been plunged into that final chemical bath, you can still change it. This implies there's this crucial window of opportunity where our story, our reality is still totally malleable. And this process, it unfolds in 3 distinct stages. First, you capture the light. That's the raw, unfiltered experience of something happening. Second, you develop the image. This is where our interpretations, our beliefs, our emotions, they create all the nuances and the shades of the story. And then finally, you fix the image, and that's the moment it becomes permanent in our minds. That's when it becomes what happened. So this whole metaphor, it just leads to this massive, vital question. What if we have way more power here than we think? What if we can actually step into that developer stage, that middle part, before the story hardens into a fixed belief? The session presents this not just as some poetic idea, but as a functional model for real personal transformation. It suggests we can actively choose the narrative of our own lives. And this idea of having agency, of having a choice, it's explored even further with another fantastic analogy, the gymnast. This metaphor really unpacks that tension we all feel between conforming to what's expected of us and expressing our authentic, true self. You can see this incredible contrast they build. On one hand, you've got the imposed figures. That's the compulsory routine, right? Conforming to the rules, following the norm, building the technical skills. It's necessary, but it's not the whole story. Because on the other hand, you have the free figures. And that's a performance from the heart. That's where you reveal who you truly are. The transcript calls it an exaltation of being. It's the journey from just being competent to being truly, authentically expressed. Now, as the journey goes on, something really fascinating starts to happen. The shared path that Christophe and Vincent are on begins to split. It diverges and it reveals 2 starkly different, almost conflicting inner worlds. And this contrast, this becomes the absolute pivot point for the entire session. It's like they're in 2 different realities. Christophe,
He's describing this deep sense of peace. He sees these flowing mineral landscapes, pastel colors, textures like chalk. He's understanding how contrasts, like sweet and salty or hot and cold, actually create a feeling of completeness. But Vincent's experience, it's the total opposite. He's seeing this agitating red velvet space, like the inside of a beating heart. He feels violence, he feels memory loss. He is agitated, and he is afraid. And this divergence, you have to understand, it's not a mistake. It's the whole point. And right there, out of his fear, out of that agitation, Vincent voices this incredibly raw, universal question that, let's be honest, resonates with so many of us. This isn't just about his personal feelings anymore. His inner turmoil has brought this fundamental human dilemma right to the surface. And it perfectly sets the stage for the session's central revelation. So in response to this deep, deep agitation, the session doesn't offer some intellectual, philosophical answer. No. Instead, it presents a symbolic solution, a powerful spiritual concept that's introduced as the heart of ruby. This heart of ruby, it's described almost like a spiritual technology. It's a system, as Christophe calls it, and it's specifically designed to neutralize emotional shock and to calm the suffering imposed by mistreatment. It's not passive. It's an active agent of healing. It's an offering of profound peace that gets activated in direct response to the world's pain. And its function is just incredible because it's multi-layered. See, it starts on a personal level, right? Soothing your individual trauma. But it doesn't stop there. It expands outward. The source material describes it as spreading like a comforting blanket over the entire earth, creating what they call a solidarity atmosphere. It acts as a holographic projection, almost like a spiritual GPS or a beacon of light that helps lost souls reorient their compass and find their way home. Its ultimate purpose? To unify all of our hearts into a single, supportive, global network. And this whole concept, it leads to the final and maybe the most incredible leap of the entire session. The idea that one person's inner healing can become a tool for collective, planetary peace. This quote right here really captures the essence of it all. The core teaching is that our inner work is never, ever truly isolated. In this framework, healing yourself, activating this heart of ruby inside of you, it isn't a selfish act. It's a contribution. It's a contribution to a planetary grid of compassion and support. It transforms a private, internal journey into a powerful form of global service. And so this entire journey leaves us with this provocative and honestly really hopeful question. Can our individual quests for peace, our private battles with our own fears, can they actually become the building blocks for a more healed and unified world? This session suggests that the answer isn't just yes, but that this powerful connection between our inner work and the outer world, well, that might just be the most powerful multiplication of all. And now we move on to the musical composition directly inspired by this session. If you like this episode, click on the thumbs up, leave a comment to share how it made you feel, and think about subscribing so you don't miss any of the next journeys and chronicles of my inner worlds. And if you were touched by what you heard, share this episode with those around you. Sometimes sharing a journey like this can make all the difference. See you very soon on a future inner journey.
A negative is born in the shadow of doubt. A fragile development, yet this is the route.
Division carves deep and lasting grooves, and through the cracks the light slowly moves.
A green ring spins
Ancient energy,
the mineral speaks, the earth teaches me.
red bauxite hides a volcano.
The structure is firm, but it trembles sometimes,
The gymnast dances between shade and light,
bound by set free in soul and flight.
He learns that strength comes from within, not from rules, but from the body's own rhythm.
Oh, ruby heart, crimson and bright, you weave a net through the depth of night. Calm born from souls in chaos entwined, you carry us all, yet each finds their name.
In division you dance, you rise, you grow.
A shattered diamond that laughs, that heals, that knows.
Red of fear, red of peace,
One single word can bring relief. The temple in red velvet starts to reveal a heartbeat strong with no rest, no veil.
the past fades out, a hole with no reply.
Violence seeps through, but the ruby drinks it dry. Breathe, a golden thread wraps around you, an invisible network to guide and surround you.
The treasure isn't found in what's outside.
It's born the moment we dare look inside. Time is a photograph still in the making. Each of us fixes shadows for our own sake.
The mineral speaks, the sky of Mars replies.